Hey, what's up guys? I'm Shun, FREERIDER. PayByGroup is focusing on between commerce and payments. And the feature is group payments. What is group payments, do you think? And fintech is a hot topic in San Francisco now, so you have to check this out. So let's enjoy the video. Thanks for your time today. Yeah. So first, please tell me about your PayByGroup. What's the PayByGroup?
Yeah, so PayByGroup is an online checkout option, and we integrate directly with e-commerce websites to allow people to split the cost of whatever they're buying. So if you're renting a house with friends or family, or buying a gift for your mom or your siblings on an e-commerce site, we make it possible so no one has to front the money, and everyone just pays their share directly to that merchant.
Why did you focus in group?
Yeah, good question. So my co-founder and I, we're both group organizers. So we're the folks who, get the friends together on a Friday night, organize the concert outings, the ski trips, that kind of stuff. And we just encountered this problem over and over and over again of collecting payments from people especially when it's a high dollar purchase. Someone might bail at the last minute after you've already paid, or they don't pay you back. And this is the general awkwardness of dealing with asking people for money is not fun. So that's why we started.
Oh, cool. What's your mission and vision?
Our vision is to be a checkout option across all of commerce. What we've seen is that people want to split the cost across nearly every kind of purchase out there. Even things that we as founders wouldn't do ourselves. Like we see a lot of people wanting to split. And what we're seeing more and more is that there's two different types of users for us. There's the people like us who just found it to be a hassle and an inconvenience to collect money from people when these large purchases were involved. But we're also seeing that there's a large number of users who simply can't afford to front the cost. And so the only way that they can participate in this kind of commerce is by splitting it up front. They don't have $1,000 in their bank account, and the average vacation rental, for example, is $1,800. So PayByGroup is the only way that they can pay. And so those are the two folks that we cater to.
What is the most difficulty ever, do you think, in startup?
I think the most difficult part is just persevering. I think it's more the psychology around what happens in a startup. It's a roller coaster ride, not even day to day, but minute by minute. And I think a lot of people have a hard time with those kinds of emotional highs and lows. And that's really the hard part, is just making sure that you can kind of keep an even keel throughout all the highs and lows that occur in the journey.
So if you could be stuck in an elevator with anybody, who would it be?
Wow, that's a good question. I hate to be so cliche at this point, but I've been reading the Elon Musk biography, and I honestly didn't know too much about him before I started reading the book, and I wasn't impressed or anything, but the more and more I've read, the more impressed I've become. Just not only his ability to run two companies at the same time, but really push the boundaries of two industries at the same time. If you delve into sort of the advances that SpaceX has made in terms of space exploration and making it just more accessible because of cost, it's pretty impressive. And then when you look at the things that Tesla has pushed forward as far as how it's advanced in the automotive industry, it's just mind-blowing. And to be able to do that at the same time in two industries that are very different is just amazing. And so I'd be fascinated to chat about that.
Are you interested in some industry, other financial industry?
Oh yeah, interesting question. I mean, I think as entrepreneurs, you're always just curious. You always want to learn more. You're curious about problems and how to solve them. And so, and definitely for me, this PayByGroup is a personal problem that we're solving. But I love reading about all sorts of different industries, even non-tech industries. Again, what Elon's working with is totally unrelated to technology and unrelated to Silicon Valley. Just building cars and rockets is totally unrelated. But it's still fascinating because they're really interesting problems to solve. So yeah, I love pretty much anything that I can get my hands on. I love learning about.
So what do you think startups in San Francisco?
What do I think about them?
Yeah, startup scenes in San Francisco,
It's definitely the best place to be for starting a company. We couldn't do what we do anywhere else, honestly. Just the amount of support culturally from the ecosystem here is very robust and it's just incredible. And very forward thinking. We couldn't do what we do anywhere else. There's obviously an element of a bubble here, and I don't mean in terms of valuations, but I just mean this feels like sometimes you're living in the future, you're not living in the real world. All the newest things are launched here, and so whether it was Uber or on-demand food things, you name it, Google Express, it all starts here. And so then, like sometimes when I travel elsewhere, I'm like, oh wait, now I'm in the real world. None of this exists here.
So crazy city. Finally, please tell about your dream.
Wow. Great question. I would say that my dream is to build a really big company and do it more than once. I think it's a fun ride to be able to, especially build something that has an impact on people's lives, and that you can go out and see people using